Well, for nearly 4 decades now, dozens of women have disappeared or been found murdered along the same Canadian highway. Highway 16, to be precise, otherwise known as the Highway of Tears, well, is just, as you can see there, as scenic as it is deadly. 48 Hours correspondent Peter Van Zandt shows us now new attention from Canada's Prime Minister that could bring justice for the victims.
It's one of the most beautiful, most spectacular roads that you'll ever travel on. And suddenly you see one of these signs and you feel this foreboding on the road.
Investigative reporter Bob Friel says Highway 16, a remote 450-mile-long stretch of road in British Columbia, Canada, is a cruel place littered with broken dreams.
The Royal Canadian Mounted Police Force says that there's 18 victims. But if you talk to the local people, they believe the number is 33, 43, perhaps even more.
And just this week, the Highway of Tears made front-page news again. Canada's Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, committed more than $30 million to a new national investigation into missing and murdered women.
I believe that there is a need for a national public inquiry to bring justice for the victims, healing for the families, and to put an end to this tragedy.
This area we're coming into right now, we have 2 victims from this remote community.
Yes, we have one murdered young girl and one missing young lady.
It's Sergeant Wayne Clary's job to find the killers responsible for all this pain.
It's been said that the Highway of Tears is a perfect killing ground for someone because they can't hide their victims.
And I would add to what you just said, a perfect dumping ground.
The ages of the victims range from 12 to 33. Many are teens.
Hey, how's it going?
Dawn and Eldon Scott's 20-year-old daughter, Maddie, disappeared from this lake not far from the Highway of Tears.
To know that she disappeared from just a few feet away, that's devastating.
Doug Leslie, from a neighboring town, knew his 15-year-old daughter Lauren was in trouble when he got a late-night phone call.
Midnight, I get a call from the cops saying that, asking if Lauren was there. And I said, what's going on? He said, well, if Lauren's home, somebody's using her ID. So I thought that was kind of strange.
What does that mean, someone was using her ID?
Well, they found her ID in a vehicle.
Doug began driving along the Highway of Tears until he found police lights. His daughter's body had been discovered.
She was molested, beat over the head with a pipe wrench, and her throat was cut.
Who could do such a thing?
Not a human, for sure.
48 Hours spent months following the cases along the Highway of Tears. Now, after decades of despair, there is hope.
Peter, we have a major break in this case, and it involves an American.